I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I'm so tired and I do not want to do this today, but baddies, we're still gonna do our Bible study. But before I start, prayer request. If you guys would like to pray for me, please pray for me, because I've had nightmares the past 5 nights. I've never had this many nightmares in a row that I remember, like woke up like actually like what in the world. I've been like rebuking them. I've been praying before I sleep, and I'm still getting these nightmares. And genuinely, like, I'm pretty sure it's like spiritual warfare. Like, Satan is getting at me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because like I'm staying home now and I'm doing my Bible studies daily. I found that I don't know. Just please pray for me. But anyway, today we're going to be reading 2 Samuel 15 through 19. So let's do it, guys. Dear Heavenly Father, I just pray for our study today. I pray that, God, you would just guide me in this study, help me learn something new. And God, I pray over my sleep that you would just help me to have peaceful sleep. And I rebuke you, Satan. And God, just get after Satan and help me not to have these nightmares, please. But most importantly, let me get something awesome out of this Bible study today. In your name I pray. Amen. Let's get it. And we're starting using this new journal. I think it was Aaliyah who got me this, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's this really pretty cover. She is clothed with strength and dignity. And then there is this little verse. So let's read it. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. Love it. I'm just looking through because I'm nosy, and I think they're all different verses, whereas like my last journal, it like repeated them. But it's looking to me like they're all different, which is fun. If that's the case, I'm definitely going to read them every time. I think that is the case. Okay. Oh my goodness, right. This is following Absalom, like right after he killed the guy who raped his sister, and then David forgave him. And so now we're going right back into it. Being reconciled with his father, Absalom turned his attention to winning the people's favor by taking David's throne. The unfolding account of his revolt and its consequences demonstrated the folly attempt to circumvent God's plan and timetable. Very interesting. This is like wild and not God's plan, but like I can't lie, Absalom is like smart to like be like, oh, if only I was the judge. Oh yeah, David doesn't have time. Come to me. Like, that's so crazy, but he was smart. That was clever. My friend and I were talking the other day, and it's really funny because she pointed out how like in the Bible, like men, whenever they're really trying to like get what they want and ask things from God, like he's literally like trekking up this mountain barefoot with his head covered. But women like Mary Magdalene, she's like, heal me. Then Jesus healed her. Like stuff like that. And it's like the men have to work for it, but that's just like because of the differences of men and women. Like we will kneel down in prayer and pray, but men like have to like work physically for it to like get what they want from God, because God knows how men and women work. And I think that's so interesting, and that's what I'm thinking about as I read this. And I also think it's really interesting that like he really did put the people first before him. He sent the ark back to where it belonged in Jerusalem, and all the priests back. Like he cared about their safety. That's so interesting. That's really awesome. Why should this dead dog curse the Lord my King? Another biblical insult. This is so crazy. Are you serious? Absalom goes to get advice, and then he literally is like, oh yeah, go sleep with 10 of the servants. And on top of that, then he becomes an adulterer because of this, and a rapist because of this. How can you be so dumb? What? You think that's gonna make you king, sir? And people say the Bible's not interesting. Dude, I love this, and I love the way my footnotes say it the best, honestly. The Lord used 2 unnamed women to discreetly deliver information to David and protect his other messengers. How freaking cool is that? I love that. Because the plan that Absalom had at this point was like, it literally says like almost invincible. But God's on David's side. Honestly, this story is making me think about how like you can live a perfect worldly life and I don't know, graduate college and get a degree and be great at your job and have kids and have a family and be a great person and still not get to heaven and still not have God on your side. The important thing is, like, your plan, your humanly flawed plan, is going to fail without God on your side. If you have God, his amazing, beautiful plan will always follow through, as we see with David and Absalom. Absalom had an almost invincible, flawless plan and it failed. But David, God was on David's side. So the unthinkable, unimaginable, crazy things happened to protect David. And that's what God does with us. And also why you should never compare, especially to like worldly people who always get what they want and their lives seem perfect. You don't know what's coming for them. You don't know God's whole plan. So trust in him. Crazy. We're working with a miracle worker here, guys. You better trust in him. That's so crazy. Even after everything, deal gently for my sake with the young man Absalom. Because he's his father, just like how God loves us and how we love our children. Like, he still, even though his son literally sought out to kill him, he still had like empathy, sympathy for him and wanted to make sure like they wouldn't torture him because he still loved him. That is true love. This is a brutal death, but also like God's vengeance, right? Especially because like David was like, don't strike and kill them. So God kind of did the hefty work here, where he literally like got his hair stuck in a tree and then it literally says in verse 9, hanging between heaven and earth, because he literally was like on the verge of dying. That's crazy. That, ooh. 1st and 2nd Samuel are crazy. I need to watch that David show. That's what this is reminding me of. Like, I need to watch this. Bro, true love. Like, David seriously was still sad when he died, and the Cushite was like, oh, but he's dead. Like, I don't know. I'm just speechless. Like, that's like true love. He still loved him, even though he literally tried to murder him. My poor man David has been through it all. David was so overcome by his grief, he literally like didn't even think about the fact that his people just helped there not be a coup and him die and his servants and concubines and everyone. So then Joab is like, dude, get your butt up and go like speak to the people and comfort your people, because like they just saved your life. Your army just saved your life. Like, yes, it's your son, it sucks, but he was gonna kill you, man. He's like, come on, wake up. Can you imagine? This is why I couldn't imagine like there being this kind of system, because crazy. But yeah, I need to watch that David show because like I need to see this play out. I really hope it does. Someone tell me if the David show has this part, because I need this part in a show. I be eating this up though. I be eating this book up. Like, come on, this is good. This is the best book ever because it's true, it's real, it's crazy. Bro, and goals to be as forgiving as David, because Shimei, or however you say that, Shimei, who literally conspired with Absalom, he forgave. And he's like, you shall not die. Crazy. He's such a forgiver. Like, obviously, you know, David has his flaws and he had a lot of growth, but like, dang, it's just like so cool to see the amazing man of God he becomes. Oh, I read the footnotes, so scratch everything I said. It was actually like to make sure he won back Absalom's people, because if he killed him, he would not have the loyalty of Absalom's people, even though he didn't actually believe him. But he needed the loyalty of them back, otherwise there'd be a divided kingdom. That makes sense. Okay, so he's just smart. I love my homie Mep Shalovith, I don't know how you say it exactly, Jonathan's son, and he was taken advantage of just because he's handicapped. It makes me think of Lord of the Rings. Is his name Shem? I don't remember his name right now. It's been a minute since I've seen that show, but that's what it reminds me of. Like, that's who he reminds me of, because like he's just trying to do his best. He was taken advantage of, and he's like, I'm so sorry, man. He's like, I didn't know, it wasn't me, it was my servant. Poor guy. Yeesh. And then we end on a bad sour note where they're like fighting about the king. Oh, this is such good, like, this is just a meaty good story. But really, like, there's so many good lessons. The biggest lesson, again, I would say, is that like sometimes we don't know what God's gonna do, and sometimes someone's perfect plan, perfect human plan looks so perfect, we're like, oh man, we're gonna fail, but then God comes through and he performs a miracle. And that's literally what he did with David. Like, David's appointed king, so he trusted that. Dude, and this goes super in hand with the verse, Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. That's crazy. That's God. It literally correlates exactly with what we read today. Love it. I love to see it. That is crazy. What a good study, guys. I got so much meaty goodness out of this. Let me know if you guys got anything else out of it. If you guys know about this David show I'm talking about, let me know if this is in there, because so good. I think 1st and 2nd Samuel are some of my favorite books because they genuinely feel like you're reading a book. It's so detailed and intricate and like crazy. Just looked up because I wasn't sure who wrote 1st and 2nd Samuel. It says Samuel, Nathan, and Gad most likely, but it's not like 100% confirmed. If so, what good storytellers, what good writers, because that is so good. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. That was a good one. That was a long one. I really enjoyed this study. I hope you guys enjoyed this study, and I hope that you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Bye!